Believe it or not, there's a real opportunity here. You can potentially earn thousands of dollars from a single video. And if you build a successful channel, the sky's the limit.
Welcome to Dollar Side Hustle, your go-to podcast for all things side hustle. You know, I'm always on the lookout for interesting ways to make extra cash. And I recently stumbled upon something that really caught my eye. It involves football, or soccer, as some of you might call it, YouTube, and the potential to earn some serious money.
What's intriguing about this side hustle is that it leverages the massive global popularity of football. With billions of fans worldwide, there's a huge built-in audience for content related to the sport.
Exactly. And what I found particularly interesting is that it seems surprisingly accessible, even if you're a complete beginner with no prior experience in video editing or YouTube. So today, we're going to dive into the world of creating and uploading edited football match videos to YouTube, and how you can potentially turn your passion for the beautiful game into a profitable side hustle.
The core concept is relatively straightforward. You find full-length football matches, edit them down into shorter, more engaging videos, and then upload them to YouTube now.
Yeah.
You might be thinking, where do I find these full matches? And how do I edit them without running into copyright issues? Don't worry, we'll cover all of that.
Yeah. Those were my first thoughts too, but the information I found lays out a step-by-step process that seems pretty simple to follow. So let's start with the basics. What kind of videos are we talking about here?
Well, there are different approaches, but one of the easiest and most popular types is what we'll call match videos. These are essentially condensed versions of full matches, highlighting the most exciting moments, key plays, and maybe even adding some commentary or analysis. So
Instead of watching a full 90-minute game, viewers can get a taste of the action in a shorter, more digestible format.
precisely. And within this category, you can get even more specific. You could create compilations of memorable matches from a particular team or player. For instance, Messi's top 10 goals of the season or Liverpool's road to Champions League glory. You could also focus on specific types of plays, like the best free kicks in football history or unbelievable goalkeeping saves.
Okay, so there's definitely a lot of creative freedom in terms of content. But let's get back to that initial question of where to find the raw footage. You can't just download any match from the internet, right? There have to be copyright restrictions.
You're absolutely right. Using copyrighted material without permission is a big no-no. However, there are ways to access and use football match footage legally and ethically. There are websites that offer a vast library of full matches,
Right.
both classic and recent, that you can download and use for your videos.
Really? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So once you found the matches you want to use, what's the next step? Is the editing process complicated? I'm not exactly a tech whiz.
Not at all. The beauty of this side hustle is that you don't need to be a professional video editor. The tools and techniques involved are surprisingly simple, even for beginners. You'll primarily be using basic editing functions like cutting, trimming, and merging clips.
So if I can figure out how to trim a video on my phone, I can potentially make these football videos.
Yes, exactly. There's a lot of free and affordable video editing software available that makes the process very user-friendly.
That's encouraging to hear. Okay, so we've got the footage, we've edited it down into a shorter video, but then there's the whole copyright hurdle, right?
Yeah,
How do we make sure our videos don't get taken down for infringement?
that's a crucial point. To avoid copyright strikes, you need to make sure your videos are transformative. This means you're not simply re-uploading the original footage, but you're adding your own creative spin to it, changing the context, and adding value for the viewer.
Okay, so what are some practical ways to make these videos transformative?
There are a few key strategies. First, you can change the order of the clips. Don't just follow the chronological order of the original match. Mix things up, create a new narrative, and highlight specific moments that you think will be most engaging for your viewers.
So, if I wanted to create a compilation of a player's best goals,
Yeah,
I wouldn't just show them in the order they happen in the match, I would rearrange them to create a more impactful video.
exactly. You're curating the content and creating a new experience for the viewer. Another strategy is to trim the clips strategically. For example, if you're showing a goal, you don't need to include the entire build-up play. You can cut to the most exciting part, maybe a few seconds before the shot, and then show the goal itself and the immediate celebration.
I'm starting to see how these seemingly small edits can make a big difference in transforming the content.
Yes. And don't underestimate the power of cropping. Simply changing the aspect ratio of the video, even slightly, can show that you're not just using the raw footage as it is.
So, by rearranging clips, trimming them strategically, and cropping the video, We're creating a visually distinct piece of content.
Exactly. And it's not just about the visuals. Adding value through commentary, dot analysis, and
Oh.
insights is another key way to make your videos transformative.
So I could add text overlays to highlight
Yeah.
player names, the score, or key moments in the match.
Absolutely. You can also provide your own commentary, either through text or voiceover, offering your perspective on the game, analyzing the player's strategies, or even adding a touch of humor.
This is really starting to sound like a fun and creative way to engage with football. And I can see how by adding our own unique insights and analysis, we're moving beyond simply reusing someone else's content.
Exactly. You're creating something new, adding value for the viewer,
Yeah.
and making your videos stand out from the crowd.
This is all great information. But I have to admit, I'm still a little skeptical about the earning potential. Can people really make money from these football videos on YouTube?
Believe it or not, there's a real opportunity here. You can potentially earn thousands of dollars from a single video. And if you build a successful channel, the sky's the limit.
Okay, I'm definitely intrigued now. But before we get into the monetization strategies, let's talk about how you actually make money from these football videos on YouTube.
There are two main avenues you can explore: the YouTube Partner Program and affiliate marketing.
Okay, let's break those down first.
Yeah.
The YouTube Partner Program, I've heard of that, but how does it actually work?
It's pretty straightforward. Once you meet certain eligibility requirements, like having at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, you can apply to join the program. If you're accepted, YouTube will start running ads on your videos, and you'll get a share of the revenue.
The more views your videos get, the more money you make.
Exactly. And there's a little trick to maximize your earnings here. Longer videos tend to perform better. If your video is at least 8 minutes long, YouTube can insert multiple ads, which means more potential revenue for you.
Interesting. So aiming for those slightly longer videos could be a smart strategy. What about affiliate marketing? How does that work in the context of football videos?
Affiliate marketing is a great way to earn money, even before you hit those big subscriber and watch time numbers. It's all about recommending products or services that your viewers might be interested in. You sign up for an affiliate program, you get a unique link, and include that link in your video descriptions. When someone clicks on your link and makes a purchase, you earn a commission.
So, for example, if I was doing a video about the best football boots on the market, I could include affiliate links to those boots in the description.
Precisely. And there are tons of affiliate programs out there that cater specifically to football fans. You can promote jerseys, equipment, streaming services, fantasy football platforms, anything that aligns with your content and your audience's interests.
This is opening up a whole new world of possibilities. But I have to ask, with so much content already out there on YouTube, is it realistic to expect to gain traction and actually make a decent income from this?
It's definitely a competitive space, but it's not impossible. The key is to create high-quality content that resonates with your target audience. Optimize your videos for search, and promote your channel strategically.
So there's more to it than just uploading a video and hoping for the best.
Definitely. You need to think about things like keywords, titles, descriptions, thumbnails, all those elements that help your video get discovered by the right people.
You mentioned thumbnails earlier. What are some tips for creating thumbnails that actually grab people's attention?
Think about what would make you click on a video. High-quality images, bold text, and intriguing visuals are key. You can also experiment with different types of thumbnails.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Well, one effective strategy is the moment thumbnail. This involves capturing a split second before something exciting happens, like a goal, a save, or a dramatic tackle. It creates a sense of anticipation and makes viewers want to click to see what happens next.
Oh, I see. It's like a visual cliffhanger. That's clever. Any other strategies?
Another popular approach is the face thumbnail. As humans, we're naturally drawn to faces, especially familiar ones. Featuring the face of a star player, or even better, a combination of players, can really draw the eye and make your thumbnail stand out in a sea of other videos.
So I could have a thumbnail with Messi and Ronaldo facing off,
Right.
or a close-up of Mbappe celebrating a goal.
Exactly. It taps into that instant recognition and makes people curious to see what the video is about.
These are some great tips. And it sounds like even small tweaks to our thumbnails could make a big difference in how many views our videos get.
Absolutely. Every detail matters when you're trying to stand out on YouTube. And remember, consistency is key. The more high-quality videos you create and the more you promote your channel, the more likely you are to build a loyal following and start seeing those earnings roll in.
Okay. This is all starting to sound very doable.
Yeah.
even for someone like me who's starting from scratch.
Yeah.
But let's be real. How much time and effort does it actually take to build a successful football YouTube channel?
That's a great question. It does require dedication and consistent effort. Think of it like building any other business. You need to invest time in research, planning, creation, and promotion. But the beauty of it is you can set your own hours, work at your own pace, and scale your efforts as you go.
So it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it's a legitimate way to make extra money doing something you love.
Exactly. And the more you learn and grow, the more opportunities will open up. You might start with simple match compilations, but as your skills and confidence develop, you can branch out into more complex and creative content.
That's inspiring to hear. It's not just about the money. It's about
Mhm.
tapping into your passion and building something you're proud of.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one inspiring others with your success story.
Okay, so we've covered the basics of creating these videos, of avoiding copyright issues, choosing the right thumbnails, and even monetizing them through the YouTube Partner Program and affiliate marketing. But before we wrap up, I have one more question for you. What would you say to someone who's on the fence about trying this out? What's the one piece of advice you'd give them?
I would say just go for it. Don't be afraid to experiment, to learn, to make mistakes. The beauty of YouTube is that it's a constantly evolving platform, and there's always something new to discover.
That's great advice. It's all about taking that first step and seeing where it leads you.
Wow.
That brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of football YouTube. If you're a football fan and you've ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, this could be the perfect opportunity to give it a shot.
It's a fun way to engage with your passion, share your insights with the world, and potentially earn some extra cash along the way.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from finding matches and editing them to creating eye-catching thumbnails and exploring different monetization strategies. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired.
I am too. It's amazing to see how accessible this side hustle has become, thanks to technology and the power of online platforms like YouTube.
We've talked about the potential rewards.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to acknowledge that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Building a successful YouTube channel takes time, effort, and consistency. You might face challenges along the way, like dealing with copyright issues, figuring out the algorithm, or even just staying motivated when views are slow.
You're absolutely right. It's not a magic formula for instant success. There will be hurdles, and it's important to go into it with realistic expectations.
But even with those challenges, it seems like the potential rewards outweigh the risks, especially if you're genuinely passionate about football.
Absolutely. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. There are tons of resources available online, communities of creators, and even courses you can take to learn the ins and outs of YouTube success.
That's a good point. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people can make the journey much more enjoyable and rewarding.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll be featuring your channel as a success story on Dollar Side Hustle.
That would be a dream come true. Well, I think we've covered just about everything on this deep dive into the world of football YouTube. We've gone from finding those hidden gems of full matches online to transforming them into unique content and explored the exciting world of monetization.
We even delved into the power of thumbnails, those tiny but mighty visuals that can make or break your video's success.
If this episode sparked your interest even a little, I encourage you to explore further. Maybe start by watching some popular football YouTube channels to get a feel for what's out there. Then try creating a simple video of your own, just for fun.
Remember, every successful creator started somewhere. Take that first step and see where your passion for football takes you.
And if you're looking for more side hustle inspiration and practical tips, be sure to subscribe to Dollar Side Hustle wherever you get your podcasts. We're always on the lookout for new and exciting ways to help you boost your income.
Don't forget to check out the links in the show notes for some awesome resources. They might not be about football,
Yeah.
but we think you'll find them valuable nonetheless.
Until next time.